Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to make banana bread. Now, I couldn't figure out which one I should put it in. I made a second blog, and the second blog will be posted as well. It's called Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner, to go along with Sinful Sweets. Now, I couldn't decide whether or not banana bread belonged in dessert or in as a breakfast item, because in my family, they came as both. You could go either have dessert or as a breakfast item. But what we have here is we have 4 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. We have 4 eggs there. We have 2 cups of sugar, 7 bananas. They're not mashed yet, but we will mash them. And then 1 cup shortening. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cream our shortening and our sugar in our Bosch, and then we're going to add our eggs, and then we're going to add our bananas mashed, and then we're going to add our flour. Let's go ahead and add our shortening there. Add our sugar. There it is. Now we're going to go ahead and start it up, cream it, let it go. See that? There it goes. Let it cream, and then we're going to add our eggs. Mix up nicely. Now, what you want to do, you're going to want to turn this off periodically. Grab our scraper and come over here. We're just going to scrape the sides. Just get all that stuff down. This is important because obviously you want to make sure that all of your ingredients are incorporated, especially with the sugar and the shortening. You don't want any of that stuff left out. Just go ahead and leave it there, just like that. Put that over there. Go ahead and start stirring that thing again. There it goes. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to slowly but surely add our banana paste, or our creamed banana, into our mixture. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add our flour now, a little bit at a time, and watch it firm up a bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is once the batter is done, we're going to go ahead and pour these into bread pans. Now, I personally like these ones. I think it's pronounced Bialetti or Bayletti. Anyway, these are the ones that we use. These are the ones that I like the most. They seem to heat evenly, and they seem to hold everything in. We've got some other like plastic ones that you can put in, but they seem to expand. They don't expand up, they expand out because the walls aren't very hard. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spoon the batter into the pan, and then we're going to bake at 350 degrees. Now all of this is going to be on the blog, so if you're trying to write it down, don't worry about it. I'm going to have it up on the blog for you. But this is what we're going to do, and I'll show you what it looks like before we put it in, and also what it looks like after. Okay, so now what we've done is we've taken the batter out of the Bosch mixer, and we put it in the 2 pans. Now before I loaded the 2 pans, I sprayed them with Pam. You can cut them with butter, or you can cut them with Crisco. It really doesn't matter. I choose Pam just because it's quick. If you can see in there, when you put them in, you want to make sure they're not touching. Go ahead and close it up. So now, an hour and 20 minutes later, the loaves are finally done. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take these out of the oven. You're going to let them rest on a wire rack for about 10 minutes. Now we're still baking even as they're cooling off. After about 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to flop them off, or flop them out, and then you're just going to let them cool even further on the rack, and then probably towards the end of the night, what we'll do is we'll put them in bags and eat them slowly. Okay, so now the banana bread is finally done. We've taken it out of our ceramic bread pans. We've put it on. If you feel them, it's probably about an hour later. They're still pretty warm. I mean, mild warm. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to let them sit here for a little bit longer, cool off, and then you can cut into them. You can put butter on them, or you can eat them regular with a glass of milk. But it is banana bread.